Here we have a Zirlux 16 Plus white restoration. It has been post-processed, the sprues have been removed, and it has been air hosed clean so that there is no residual dust, and that's very important before starting to shade. We are going to use the Zirlux Shading Liquids, and this micro brush comes in incredibly handy when applying your incisal. So the very first thing we're going to do is apply the light gray to the incisal area. And apply it in a feathering motion. You don't want a perfect line, you want it to look very natural. If the shade requested is asking for more or less incisal, then just adjust your technique accordingly. After the incisal is applied, the next step is to take the unit and dip it into the dentin shade that is being requested. You're going to dip it for 1 second. So 1, take it out, and you're going to immediately blot it dry with a Q-tip so that there is no excess puddles on the restoration. You will then allow the unit to dry and center per the instructions. When the restoration is centered, it will look like this out of the oven. After your restoration is glazed, it will match your shade tab precisely. If you have a request for a multiple shaded crown, or you're just trying to add a little more characterization, what you can do is, again, start off with your incisal gray, light gray. The recommended shade on this was A2, but the doctor had also mentioned that the cervical area was a little darker. So I'm going to take some A3 and I'm going to go around the circumference of the gingival area on the inside of the restoration and right around the outside as well, just really at the gingival. Just enough to warm up the neck. Still a really easy process. Simple and quick. And now I would dip it into the A2 dentin and back out. Blot it dry. And that would be a slightly more advanced technique.